Hey everybody, Oko here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. We're starting things off here in Rhapsodies. And we're going to click on the etched rock here to enter the Sanctorium. So we're going to be continuing the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel story missions. Getting close to finishing those. Oko, the crystal has allowed me to see all that you have seen. Though I know not how, through some means you were able to cast off your inner darkness. Yet not even that was sufficient to quell the cloud of darkness. You only succeeded in halting its ingress. And Aroha could only sit by and watch the world dissipate around her. There were two masters. Now that my head is clear, I wonder if the voice calling me back here was your own. The reckoning must be altered. You became a god of light and journeyed to a place I could not reach. Perhaps it was then you realized I still existed, and sent me back in an attempt to change what would come to pass. And when you became this god of light, did you meet Altana? Whether Master did or did not meet her then, he must do so now. Lord Celtius, is there naught you can share with us about this? It is as Vana'diel alluded to, Altana is located in a higher plane of existence. Now that I have turned into a crystal, it may be possible for me to commune with her, but nothing good will come if we sit here wringing our hands. The proper course of action is to try. You must head to the seat of the Xylart's power, the Imperial Paradox. That is the closest place to Altana's domain that any mortal can presently reach. I shall unbar the path for you. However, I require your aid to reach Altair from this crystal. You see, in creating this crystal, Celtius inadvertently caused the greater half of the Sanctorium to collapse. This had the unfortunate side effect of destabilizing the lifestream in this area, preventing the crystal from achieving its maximum potential. I would offer my prayers at this location, but the taint of foul beasts stops me from doing even that. In particular, one-eyed monsters known as Panops despoil the lifestream, preventing Aroha's words from reaching it. Yes, I've already had trouble with one of those. Though I would be asking too much of you to fully cull the threat. Even a temporary reprieve would buy us the time we so desperately need. My understanding is that some of your allies have freshly arrived on Rhapsodies. I beseech you to seek out their aid in this endeavor. Once at Altair, you will doubtless be able to meet with the goddess and your darkened self. What happens after is for you to decide. Alright, so that's all we need to do here for now, so we can leave. Alright, so we're going to put a little party together so that we can start messing with those panops. But I realized what happened last time is they absorb elemental magic. So Shantoto was just healing it over and over and over. So I'm just going to bring in some warriors to help us out in exchange for our Shantoto and Zaid. I'm not even going to use Zaid because he might use elemental magic too, as being a Dark Knight. Even though he uses weapons as well. So let's go with this party for now. I'm going to first head to this northeastern area. Alright, so we want to go to H5. So we just gotta go, yeah, west. So we look out for the hippogriffs here, because they can see us if we're not careful. So that's actually where we need to go, and it's surrounded by hippogriffs. Hold on, we might be able to get to it. There's not a lot around them right now. Take out Invis. Okay, so we'll click here. Good, we got it. Lord Oko, I had written you off as vanished with Celtius. Do you know what that does to a man's heart? I'd always wanted to visit here, and it's proven to be well worth the journey. And Aldo here. Aldo? Gotten over what ails ye? Grr, not everyone can be a salty sea dog. Har har. Just be glad we didn't have to call man overboard when ye were retching o'er the side. Lord Oko, what transpired while you were away? So what we have been calling the ambassador is really an alternate aspect of you from the future. Can that e'en be possible? Just what kind of secrets are we hiding under these clothes of yours? Oko, people in the Far East come to call you master, correct? Then perhaps you use some technique you learned here. Indeed, I do not presume to know everything about our martial or spiritual arts, so the possibility of there being something I have overlooked is great. But let us turn to more pressing matters. Lord Celtius and Lady Aroha bid you cleanse these woods of a particular blight. Did they not? Aroha? Then where is she? She rests with the crystal. She's passed on. She's with all of us. She rests with the crystal. She has reached the end of her rope and can revive no longer. But ye were still able to talk to her. We can at least be grateful that her spirit lives on. Although our calling is to save the future, we cannot neglect our responsibilities to Aroha. I concur. We might be worried about her, but right now the best we can do is see her task to conclusion. If helping the crystal is what we've got to do, then count us in. And the key to bringing Aroha back lies in one and the same. Yep. So what do you say? Lend our friend a hand? Then, if 11 of them must go, 11 it shall be. And afterwards, we meet up here. Let's do it! Alright, so I just want to back away from the monsters. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's fight this Porksy. So, we need to go around and look for those... what are those things called again? Panops. We need to kill 11 of those Panops. So, I'll just hide in the bushes here. Oh, wow, this Porksy's not losing any life. That's not good. Uh-oh. Oh my. We need to kill 11 of those Panops without zoning. So we have to do it all in one grinding session. Oh, wow, this sucks. Ah, darn it. Alright, so it looks like there's a lot of those Panops around F11. Let's take a look at where we are now and where F11 is. All the way at the beginning. Well, oh wow. Alright, so we are going to head to the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna just start looking for Panops. There's a couple. Here's one right in front of us. So I'll try and provoke them and draw them sort of towards us. And we'll just, yeah, see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get 11 of them. Alright, so individually is not too bad. And when we're not using magic, so it can heal itself. So let me just read here. What does it say? Does it say anything? Yes, it does. Number of Panops vanquished, 1 of 11. So it keeps track. Alright, so that's 1. Alright, so I think it said that was the 11th. Panopt? That was a bit of a tough one. Yeah, we almost lost it there. Oh, shoot. Get me out of here. Let's click on here. Rhapsodies Sanctorium. I made a pilgrimage here once when I was a young boy who barely come up to his father's knees. We came to purify my family's most sacred treasure, the phoenix blade. The two of ye are quicker than a shark chasing wounded prey. And ye know something, Tenzin. For such a sacred island, it sure doesn't have many people on it. And what's with all the black orbs floating about? I cannot say for sure. It isn't quite the emptiness, but beyond that, there is no way of telling. Regardless, this island lacks a stable population because we refer to it as the Island of the Gods. As such, it is meant to remain sacrosanct. Though the devout are permitted to visit. Only those who tend to the sanctorium take up permanent residence. Wait up! Aldo, if you're late because of your seasickness again, so help me. Gilgamesh. Putting that aside, we've managed to fulfill Aroha's request. Lord Oko, am I to understand that Celtius's crystal waits inside? Then Lady Aroha must be there as well. So what are we waiting for? Alright, so back in the Sanctorium here. We'll click here on the Rising Crystal. There's some other people here too. The feeling, it's indescribable. Master, vanquishing the Panops proved to be the key in restoring order to the life stream coursing through Raizenjima. Oko, I am now able to manipulate the crystal to its fullest. And as such, it is now possible for me to see you off on your path to meet the goddess. Never would anyone have thought it possible to meet the goddess herself. And the god of darkness, your other half, awaits you as well. The future now lies in your hands. Are your preparations complete? Yes, at long last. Master, I pray for your success. The Reckoning. That is when we made the decision to become a god of light and leave behind a world where there was Aroha, and Aroha alone. We are of the same flesh, thus I am intimately familiar with all the emotions you will feel in that moment. Neither of us wished to make any sacrifices. We embarked on countless journeys, making friends and allies with each step of the way. And the day had arrived when we were becoming more than any adventurer could hope to become. And even still, we believed it. No, perhaps that is exactly why we believed it. There was no need to make sacrifices to protect what we hold dear. But the time of the reckoning was close at hand. And only when oblivion reared its head were we finally able to understand how powerless we were. And so we made our decision. We would sacrifice ourselves to protect Roha, that she may lead a new generation. That decision was the reckoning. And you remained as a god of light, left to exist for countless aeons. And you realized that if you had been given such an infinite amount of time before the reckoning, you would have reached a different conclusion. So you and Altana stretched forth your hands into the weave of time. Ultimately, Iroha was sent back to the past. As was I, although by a different entity entirely. But reminiscing will get us nowhere. Clouds are blowing in from all sides. Altana and I await. The only darkness left within you is your very humanity. Come to me. What is your decision? Commence the reckoning. Stand idly by. I guess we'll start the reckoning. Let's get the party started. And so, a new god of light is born. I welcome you both with open arms. Oko, all that thou hast done in Vana'diel, thou hast done in my name. And for that, thou shalt have mine eternal gratitude. Here in Vana'diel, thou hast been born and raised, learned much and accomplished more. Countless are those who sing thy praises, and numberless are those who owe thee their very lives. I know all. I love all. So it has ever been, and so it shall ever be. But our world faces a seemingly insurmountable threat, the cloud of darkness. This world is but a speck floating amongst it. As various forces and places in this cloud collide, whole worlds and universes are given form. For Vana'diel, everything began with one crystal. Caught betwixt the opposing forces of light and darkness, the two remained ever in balance, sometimes collaborating, others quarreling. From these clashes blew the winds of time, and thus was the cloud of darkness kept ever at bay. Yet the darkness that existed to counterbalance my light, my Promethea, disappeared. The scales started to tip, and the winds of time stopped. But Vana'diel is a world that doth not yield so easily. On the surface of the world, people and entities of varying allegiances met. They bonded. They clashed. And the winds of time moved once more. But if the cloud of darkness is consuming all, then the winds must be no more than a harmless breeze. Thou art correct. The endless conversations Promethea and I had, though none of them were direct, caused the winds to churn and the aether to swirl. Thou art both but fledgling gods, and cannot hope to bring balance to the world through discourse alone. Then what hope do we have? You must not converse, you must collide. Struggle against each other with all thy might. And then the winds will blow fiercely once more. That is why our reckoning was insufficient. Let's keep going. A small portion of my power I shall bestow unto thee. Go forth. If this is the only path left before us, then let our clash cause a storm that will ring throughout the ages. The time is nigh. Oh, we can actually move here. Okay, let me just check what to do. Wow, there's a lot of story stuff in this. That was the wrong way. We're going to, yeah, click back on the transcendental radiance here. Yeah, we're going to do the Winds of Time. Alright, so let's see how we do here against Metus. Or Metis. Not sure how you say his name. Let's see how we do. I'm all out of my meat kebabs right now, unfortunately. Oh well. Well, we lost to Pururu, our most important healer, so this might be a problem. But we shan't give up. We will continue on until our last breath. Maybe we'll just get lucky here. We've still got people in our party that can heal. Including myself. But, I mean, his hit points are getting pretty down there. Yeah, I think we might be alright. We don't... Here, we also have Invincible. Let's do Invincible just to give ourselves a little extra protection. I don't use that very often. Okay, come on, we can do this. Come on, guys, we got this. Sure wish we could see this guy a bit better. Here we go, Savage Blade. Kill him. Dead. Urgh. Perhaps the winds of time have dissipated the coming cloud. Gaze upwards, Oko, to the pristine skies above, where a shining future awaits. We have fulfilled our roles as gods of light and darkness, and Vana'diel no longer has need of us. Let us return to what we once were. As life and death are part of one grand cycle, so too are light and darkness. The winds within us will blow forever and on. Whether we are as two or one, it matters not. And as we return to humanity, one contradictory truth remains unshaking. Humanity is both complete and incomplete. And now a brighter future will come, one which requires no price to be paid. Oko, thy light and thy darkness have intertwined as one to disperse the clouds that threatened to engulf the land. Vana'diel shall remain whole now and forever. And Aroha shall? No. What is? That tiny? Lord Oko. Is it true? Is the nightmare over? I knew that our faith in you was not misplaced. I tell ye, I was sweating bullets, hoping everything would turn out all right, which I guess it did. The winds begun to rage and howl, and I was for sure it was the end, and so I looked up at the sky, and there was a huge crash. I'd bet my bottom gill that everyone all across Vana'diel, not just those here in Risenjima, felt the violent shaking. The explosion we saw far above, that was you, wasn't it? Words cannot describe the awe I felt. A fierce struggle between twin gods, one of light and one of darkness, to decide the fate of the future. Truly a tale for the ages. If that means we've got no cloud to worry about, then I'd say your mission ended in a rousing success. If anyone would be happy to hear that your ultimate decision saved the world, it'd be Aroha. I nearly forgot. Lady Aroha, where is she? If the goddess permits it, she may be able to join us once more without the suffering she has had to endure in previous incarnations. Master, your helpless disciple stands before you once more. Aroha, haven't seen you looking that good since ever. Sir Gilgamesh, everyone, seeing you stand here safe is the greatest present I could have received. Lady Aroha, were it not for your guidance, none of us could have survived the trials posed to us. This calls for a celebration, a grand feast, the likes of which Vana'diel has never seen. Oh, Sir Tenzin, ever the bobblehead. Bobblehead? Ah, but how I long for fresh air. Then let us take stock of the island. Now that the threat posed by the cloud of darkness is no more, I know not how long I shall be able to remain here. I am only able to maintain a physical form at all thanks to the light stream, which you work so hard to stabilize. And how I long to gaze upon a peaceful world with you. Ah, this gentle breeze is more comforting than I could have ever imagined. At long last, I am able to gaze upon a Vana'diel whose future is bright and full of hope. I witnessed all that transpired above while I was held in the crystal's embrace. And though millions have reason to offer you their thanks, I hope that you will take mine to heart. Your decision, the reckoning, brought us back from the brink of ruin. And both the present and future owe you a tremendous debt of gratitude. You gained dominion over light and darkness, shouldered the burdens of the world, and nonetheless emerged victorious. You wound the ancient clock, and in so doing assured that all would live on, people, beastmen, plants, animals, everything. People are susceptible, to the whims of light and darkness, and so help maintain the precious balance our world needs. Master, I shall never forget the first lesson you taught me when I became your apprentice. Never give up. This teaching has stayed with me through all the trials and tribulations I went through in the future, even at the very end, when I was left alone with no one to lean on. And you showed me that your lessons were more than just words, for never once did you falter, even though the future I showed you was one filled with despair. I know you will always be there for us. The light I saw in your eyes then is the same as it is now. Those self-same eyes showed me the path I must walk, and I shall never forget how your training helped light the way. Master, are you proud of how far I have come? You've done better than I hoped. You still have a ways to go. I'll be optimistic here. Once again, your words move me. I will sleep better knowing you have faith in me. Our bonds have grown closer than ever before. I fear I am not long for this time. Though we must never forget the past, I would ask you to look toward the future, a brighter future. Master, please walk ever forward, so that you may come to lead me on the correct path. So we'll leave. Alright, so we have received a new cipher of Aroha, which I think is probably a pretty darn good trust. And we also got the Rhapsody of Ochre, which is a really good one too. Let me look that up quickly. Yeah, so the Rhapsody in Ochre gives another 30% bonus to capacity points and Unity accolade gains. It gives us a whole bunch of temporary items upon entry to any of the Walk of Echoes. It lowers the cost of the Wildskeeper Raves. It decreases the cost of those key items to do the Wildskeeper's Raves down to 15,000 bailed. And it lowers the cost of receiving services from the various coalitions, which is nice. And of course, there'll be new items available from the Curio Vendor Moogle. So that's really awesome. So the next thing we're going to want to do then is head back home. So we get a cutscene here upon returning home. The future should have changed, and I should have been dissolved into nothingness. Yet the crystal's clarion song has ceased, and the cloud of darkness threatens the world once more. Alright, I think that was probably it for the cutscene there. Let me just double check. Yep, so now we're gonna head back to the Raizenjima Sanctorium in order to progress the story. But the first thing I'm gonna do, since I'm back home anyway, I'm gonna go see Gondabad and get our cipher installed. So here we are, the cipher Aroha. Oh, you've got a cipher of Aroha. Who? This old mind does not work like it used to, for I know not one whit about that person. No, you wouldn't. But he can help us out nonetheless. A marvelous spectacle, if I do say so myself. Alright, so there's we got a lot of trusts now. I mean, we have pretty much almost every single one in the game. There's still a few to get. But here's the most recent ones now that we've gotten in the last little while. Yep, I remember getting all of those. I think we're due for a bit of a shuffle now at this point. I'll just quickly show them all off. Yep, lots there. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, back to Raizenjima now. Lord Oko, I bear grave tidings. When you left, ominous shadows appeared, swirling around the center of the crystal. And then they suddenly burst forth, spiraling forwards and upwards like murky tendrils. Do you suppose something has happened to Lord Celtius? Master, help me. Lady Aroha. The cloud of darkness yet remains within the crystal. How is such a thing possible? We have thought it banished. We cannot sit on our hands and let it regain full strength. I need not remind you what that means for our future. We cannot let this continue, but if the crystal shatters, all we can do is ensure that the darkness spreads no further. My good lady, do you mean to say... Did she mean that we must shatter the crystal to stem the tide? I'll do what must be done. That's not the answer. I don't know. Let's agree with him. No, that is not the proper course. Darn it. Lord Celtius gave up his personhood to call forth this crystal. In so doing, he prevented the emptiness from encroaching upon my homeland any further. Destroying the crystal would make a mockery of his sacrifice and also spell the doom of my people. And Aroha, does she not reside within the crystal as well? Lord Oko, would it be possible to traverse the crystal once more? I understand. The last time you were successful only because you had gained a small essence of divinity. Divinity which was likely lost when you clashed with your dark self. Then perhaps you must gather such power once more. My blade. My blade is... Thou hast once before been called a god. Yet thy power hath been lost, and in that we are closer than thou might think. Canst thou not hear it? Altana is calling out to her children. Come to the stone circle in Lathine. Phoenix, your words of wisdom mean much in these dark times. Lord Oko, the goddess and the avatar may see fit to lend their aid. We must make haste for the stone circle in Lathine Plateau. Alright, I think I'm in the right place here, yeah. I just got a little confused there for a sec because I was thinking of the Abyssia zone. Alright, so here we are at the area in Lathine Plateau where we originally did the Summoner job quest. We'll click here on this little area in the middle of all these little stones here. This little stone hedge area. Let's see what happens. We meet yet again, Oko. Yes, you are not the only one whose voice Altana reached. Perhaps the only reason you were able to hear her is because you were once a god yourself, but even that will fade with time. And as for me, never before have I heard a voice so clear and beautiful. We meet again, my friend. Ah, so Aroha's father makes his grand entrance. And her mother as well. The two of you must be proud to have such a magnificent daughter. What? You're sorely mistaken. What you imply is wholly out of the question. Be that as it may, one thing remains clear. Aroha has not yet fully revived. And so I am here to show you the way. Close your eyes and wait for everyone to come. I, Alexander, shall answer Altana's call, no matter where she bids me go. Never let it be said that Odin shirked his responsibilities to the goddess. Savor this moment, Oko, for it will not happen again in your lifetime. Whether it be this world or the true one, I have a responsibility to Vana'diel. Oko, partake of my light and my darkness. The burning flames answer the goddess's call. The embracing ice hears Altana's. The embracing ice hears Altana and answers. The crackling thunders shall not shun the goddess. The earthen hands do not abandon Vana'diel. The biting winds remain ever waiting for her to beckon. The crashing waves will see the goddess's will carried out. And I, too, never once left her side. Pretty epic seeing all the summons together like this. I don't even know who's left. Oh! What? Bahamut? I don't have a Bahamut summon yet. Mine eyes remain ever fixed upon her heavenly plane. Wow, I must have missed something then. If I can get Bahamut as a summon for our summoner, we're gonna have to do that. Maybe that's just for this cutscene, though. We'll see. Well, that was cool. Your sacrifices in giving up a portion of your power will be returned tenfold. And all we have, Phoenix, we give unto you. Oko, though the path be laden with thorns, know that you are never alone. Take what we have given and return to the crystal in the far east. Your orb will doubtless lead you to Iroha. There remains little time to free her from the Cloud of Darkness's clutches. Oko's orb and your blade are the keys to freeing her. Return here, should you have need of our powers again. We shall remain until the way has been cleared. Hold! The nonsense about Iroha's mother and father has not yet been settled. Although, we can worry about that later, Oko. We have a task to see through. Alright, so there we are. We received Breath of the Avatar's key item, which I don't think does anything, but it helps us progress the story for Rhapsodies. So now all we have to do is just return back to Raizenjima Sanctorium. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so I actually decided that I am going to buy one of these rings that's now available here. This one? Yeah, right, it was under scrolls. So I'm going to buy one of these dimensional rings to Hola. Since whenever we want to go to Raizenjima now, that's going to be our... That's going to be our main goal. It's going to be this. So let's see. And this one, we can use this one over and over and over as many times as we want. And it recharges every 10 minutes. So nice and quick. Alright, so let's finish the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel stories. The shadows grow ever darker. Do not approach further. I feel my vigor beginning to ebb. Lord Oko, you must not touch. Lady Lion, from whence? Ready to crack some skulls, old man? You are not the real Lady Prish, are you? All anger and hatred vanish today. Trust, friendship, brotherly love, these are the key. The goddess, the crystals, Vana'diel, they have given us these powers for this very moment. Hey, you finally got one. I promise not to let you down. Future Fabulous, back for a second time. Or is it the third time? I refuse to sit on the sidelines when Vana'diel needs me. Alright, we got all the heroes together here. This is awesome. I can feel my strength returning. Everyone is here by your side, Tenzin. Come, we need your help. How do you think Oko is gonna get inside that crystal? Brute force? Come to think of it, that's something I would do. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm ready to give it my all. Hehehe, you're not the only one, girlie. Ready, set, go! Our future, I can see it! Dig your heels in and show them what we've got. Come on! Let's blow it into a million itty-bitty bits. I think it stopped. Well done, everyone. I hope you didn't expect us to let the world become a desolate wasteland. Arciella, do it, Leon. Here's one for the road. Wait! Only one who has received the blessings of the avatars can save Aroha, Lord Oko. Leave the rest to us. Don't keel over now, everyone. Yeah! I've got your back. We've just got to buy some time. Try this one on for size. Don't even think about it. Thanks, Arciella. I know you do the same for me. Can you stand? I punch and I kick. But they just keep coming. The tables have turned. Or have they? There'll be no opportunity better than this. Let's guide Oko on his way to the proper path. You have my knife by your side. This world isn't your plaything. Phoenix, I beg you, quell the darkness. Grah! Ah! Did you see that? It's gone. Now, Oko, to the crystal. Go now, Aroha is waiting for you. Don't give up on us now. Fight, fight, and keep fighting. Though the crystal may be at your side, don't expect victory to come lightly. You, and you alone, can control what lies within. I can only pray for your success. And after you do, make sure to come back to us. The bonds tying you to Altana have strengthened, enabling you to experience all the memories of Rise of the Xylart. Alright, there's a little bonus for us. So, now we can click here on the Ryzen Crystal for another cutscene. I failed, Oko. I knew that none could stop the Cloud of Darkness, and yet I tried to save her. But in a world without time, the fate of humanity is to disappear. What do you say, Aroha? Get out of there, wake up, Aroha! Phoenix. Altana, I beseech thee, let my powers return to the flame. Master! And so we see its true form, the Cloud of Darkness. This is sort of, pretty much from what I can tell, the end boss of Final Fantasy XI storyline, really. Here we go, here it is. This is all really epic. That must be it, the Cloud of Darkness! The corrosive force is eating at the crystal from inside. Phoenix's power reached its zenith thanks to all you have done. And in so doing, you have caused the Cloud of Darkness to be made manifest. And all that is given form can be destroyed. The time has come. May my blade strike true. I think we can click here. Yep, the Orb's Radiance. Let's check out the mission. So before we take any step forward, we'll call our party members. Wow, look at that. Backgrounds. We're going to start with just the usual 5 that I use the most. The 5 that I have used the most. In the last 2 years we've been playing this game. Yeah. I like this group. This has been a good group for us. Wow, this is amazing. There's going to be like little memories floating in the air as we do our final boss battle. And we got a Roha here with us too. So, let's see how we do here against the Cloud of Darkness. We got a completely original sprite here for the boss. This should be pretty challenging. Let's see how we do. Whoa, we lost 2 people right off the bat. We lost Exenmile and Zaid. Yeah, this is our first attempt at this. Holy smokes. You can try it as many times as you want. You can just try it over and over and over, so it's no big deal. Let's try and go over here. Let's see how Savage Blade does. Wow, this is going to be a tough one, huh? Take a look around at the backgrounds. Yeah, they went through a lot of work here to put this final battle here together. Neat. So Aroha died. Does that mean we're done? I think she comes back to life, actually. It says, Aroha, Master, I could not. Yeah, she's alive again. Wow, I wonder... I'll have to watch the playback on that. I wonder how we died there at the beginning there right away. That was pretty incredible. 2 people, boom, right off the bat. There we go, he's gone. Alright, it's down to me and the Tarotaro now. And Aroha. So we'll see. We only got 23 minutes. We got his hit points down about 2/5 of the way. Alright, let's see what happens here. Nope. So, I wonder if we just maybe got a little unlucky there at the very beginning there. We seem to have... Whoa, Aroha just... Oh, she's alive. She revived us. Well, I guess we're not out yet, but it's just gonna have to be the two of us. I don't know how this is gonna go. Let's just see. Dead again. We're trying. Now Aroha's gonna die. She might keep on bringing us back to life, but I don't think that... okay, we'll try this one more time. I don't know. I think this is a hopeless battle at this point. We need our trusts. Yeah, because we have a weakness on us. Okay, that's it. Third time. Third time's the charm. We're dead. Okay, I'll come back with the party again, and we'll try again. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, so we got our friends here helping us. So, here we go. Alright, so we're going with Kopipi. So let's just enjoy some beautiful music and see if our friends can help us here. So I do know that, yeah, when the eye goes red, I think we stop. Well, they don't seem to be stopping, so... it's hard to read what's going on. So it's all healed up now. How do I chat with my party? Yeah, I'm having trouble. I don't know really know how to chat during a battle. So let's see here. Let's do a weapon skill before it's too late. Looks like we might have it here. So there we go. With a couple strong friends, we were able to take on the Cloud of Darkness. Happy cutscening, yep. It's a long one. Good luck. Oko! Master! And there's the Cumulus Mask, which we actually just used to warp here. My friends are talking about pizza. Master! I feared you had fallen in battle. Forget me. I'm glad you're safe. What happened? Forget me. I'm glad you're safe. What happened? I'm glad she's safe. Despite all you have been through, your first thoughts turned to my safety. I am deeply touched. And Celtius, too, is unharmed. He is focusing on helping you remain in this world, and as such cannot express his thanks directly. Before he vanished, he told me, "Leave the safety of the crystal to me. Your friends are here, all waiting for you. Please, follow me." What happened? The cloud of darkness was scattered into wisps, then vanished completely. The forces of light and darkness entrusted to you unleashed an unimaginably forceful wind, and I do not have to tell you what that means. Yet you were not strong enough to withstand it and suffered grievous wounds in the struggle. We gather together to bring your spirit back to the world of the living. Where are the monsters? Even in your weakened state, your powers of perception are unmatched. This is indeed Raisenjima, although not the one you know. Master, it is only a little ways farther. Take it one step at a time. There's all of our friends. A woman from every single expansion. What about everyone up there? This is all the benevolent work of Sir Celtius. Their spirits reach out to you in song, a rhapsody to bring you succor. All those you have known during your time have called you back to us. Oko, you've done it. You truly have. Not that any of us doubted you. Ergrum? No. No. Our Vana'diel owes you a debt of gratitude it can never repay. And in saving Vana'diel, you've saved my world as well. As one of future Fabulous, I could never be more proud. And without you, the five of us would never have come together. And not just you, Aroha, as well. Alas, she must be nearing the end of her journey. Go to her before it's too late. And so my journey ends where it began. No, every end is just a new beginning. Master, promise that you will continue working toward a brighter future, even after I am gone. The light you have gathered in your orb is not just that of those here today, but those whom you have touched throughout your adventures. It is a symbol of all you have accomplished. Those spirits will light the way when the world goes dark and wrap you in warmth when the night grows cold, forever and always. But the orb is nothing more than just a symbol. You needn't carry it with you any longer, for everyone will still be with you. And there's one more thing. We are all humbled by your service these past 14 years. My heart races at the thought of seeing you again in the future, that we all know will come, and it shall arrive faster than we think, as long as Celtius's crystal continues to shine. And though I may have died and been reborn countless times, I look forward to my first birth many years from now. Please don't go. Fear not. My disappearance only means that my perilous journey to the past is no longer needed. Or more plainly, that Vana'diel's future is safe. Master, this is not farewell. It is see you soon. Until our paths cross once more. The blessing of Phoenix is yours to wield. And I'll be with you always. So here we have the credits. This is the sort of the actual end of Final Fantasy XI, sort of. I mean, we go through. This is the end of the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel storyline, quest line, which basically wraps up all of the expansions. Of course, there is more after this. There's still a lot of things we haven't done, and there actually is one more little sort of expansion, story expansion. So this isn't actually a true ending, but I guess at one point, for all intents and purposes, it actually was, yeah. But the next little section from this, which they created, is called the Voracious Resurgence. But we're not going to be getting to that for a long time. There's still a lot that I wanted to do. Just a bunch of things I want to wrap up and tinker around with in this game before we get to those. But we will be doing those eventually. And I'm really very grateful to my friends, Hotina Nako and our new friend, my new friend, Absolute Fury, I think his name is, who helped me with that final battle there, the Cloud of Darkness, because I did that many, many times solo with trusts. Just couldn't do it. When the red light on the Cloud of Darkness's head goes red, you're supposed to sort of back off, I think, and not attack it, but we just went gung-ho at it, and she was actually all healed up completely. But then the light went off, the red light went off her head, and that's when I moved in there to help, and we just finished her off pretty quickly. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, that's one of the few things I wasn't able to do solo. But of course, we're going to be getting back into solo stuff after this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was kind of, there's not much to say. There's also more to do in Raisenjima as well. There's, some equipment that we can get and even upgrade it here, I believe, through the little goblins that hang out here, but I don't know how much of that I'm going to be dabbling in too much. I think that this is also considered an area related to Esha. So I think we'll be coming here when we do a few Esha videos. That's not going to be too far away, actually, but there's a system in Esha called Gaius Fet that I want to look at eventually, but I haven't quite got there yet. There's just too many other things I'm trying to wrap up. At the time of filming this, I'm still trying to finish off the Abyssia episode, the Wildskeeper Raves. I'm still trying to finish off. And of course the Vagary bosses. Oh god, still haven't even been able to do those. I've been trying to do those ones for months and months now. Had absolutely no success, but hopefully we'll be able to get Hotina Nako's help with that one. Be able to check that one off the complete list soon. But yeah, this really does sort of finish off a major chapter of this playthrough, Final Fantasy XI. I'll just check my notes here. So, according to my episode list, so it looks like this is going to be episode 139. So, wow, we have a lot to do. There's still so much to do in this game. I'm just looking at the list. It's just absolutely, it is absolutely daunting. Just like the first episode of this playthrough was titled. It's daunting. But anyway, we're way past the halfway point. Oh boy. We'll just enjoy some of this music then, and some of the artwork here that we're seeing during these sort of credits. And we'll just have one more little thing to do at the end of this before we call it quits. But this is really good that we have this little expansion done, because something very important that we're going to be able to do with Obero back in Juno now that we've completed this. That's one of the main reasons, other than being able to start the Voracious Resurgence. So we'll be looking more into that in the next episode. That's a bit of a... But yeah, I'm just looking at my list of what we need to do, and it looks like we will be moving into Juno in the next episode, but... This is really a nice song. This is really quite sweet and epic. So yeah. Got a whole choir going and everything. It sounds awesome. There's Odin and Alexander. That's a good shot. Oh, I guess that's Aroha's hair. What's this? Oh, is that Tenzin? Welcome back, Oko. Welcome back to Vana'diel. We obtained the key item, Phoenix's Blessing, and the scintillating Rhapsody. Very important one. And we get a cipher of Aroha's alter ego, too. And that ending was so long that my controller had stopped working. So there we go. So, yeah. My friends who helped us there, they'd already gone through this, so they didn't get that big, long cutscene, so they abandoned me here. But that's okay. I'm gonna meet up with them and thank them properly for helping us out. So thank you very much, Hatina Nako and Absolute Fury. And, well, the last thing I want to show now, since this is sort of, what is this? Yeah, is this one? Oh, that's when we finished this. But there was another thing here I wanted to take a look at. Here we are, playtime. So there it is, guys. We started this, I think it was sometime in February of 2021, I think. And now it's June 14th of 2023. And I've been playing Final Fantasy XI for 147 days, 23 hours, 45 minutes, 15 seconds. That's amazing. Wow. That's a lot of days. We've been playing this game a lot, but it just goes to show just how much goes into these MMORPGs if you really want to, like, really saturate yourself into it. But there you go. There's a little bit of trivia. Let's take a look at that again. Wow. Yep, but there you go. That's another big accomplishment complete. So we're going to be cooling off for quite a while. For the next 10 episodes or so, we're going to be doing just a lot of random, fun, relaxing things, I think, for the next little while. And just basically doing whatever I want for a little while before we buckle down to do some more important stuff, serious stuff, challenging stuff. So that finishes everything off with the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel story expansion missions. That's going to be everything for this episode. So, thank you all for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link below. I'm Oko, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye for now.